Are you here to play?
How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's Teddy here from Team TJ, and welcome back to Slay the Princess, where today it's time to go down another path and see where the princess's weird multi-personality, whatever, and our multi-personality, whatever, craziness goes, and then bring another version of the princess to the arms, to the collection of hands. Yeah, I think it's just like, without further ado, let's just jump right in. You guys already kind of know the drill if you've watched the first 2 episodes, so let's go!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is
There's a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is the princess. Yep, we've been through all this before. Alright, so we're just gonna go to the cabin. I already have an idea of what I want to do this time around, I think.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, we'll see what we do this time.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know if you know what you're talking about, narrator. You've been very, untrustworthy. Alright, proceed to the cabin. Let's go.
Perched on that table
is a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, so we are going to take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, let's go to the basement. Alright, let's see how the princess's attitude is this
The
time.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Sad
The
place.
princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, we'll see.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Alright, what's your attitude like this time, princess?
Who's there?
Alright, dismissive again.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Alright, we're just gonna say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright,
You walk down
there
the
she
stairs
is.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's not so timid as she was last time. She's back to the way she was the first time around.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Let's say I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Alright, this is where the deviation. We tightened our grip last time. The first time we did this, we tightened our grip and it ended up causing us to face the razor. Now, we're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Yeah, deviation time.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yep.
Against
Hello.
your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
We'll see.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Alright, you're dismissive. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Shut up.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Oh, you think?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
How are you not dead? I don't see any food around.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
Uh-huh.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Huh. I still have a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Too long.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I don't trust you! What's your name? That would be interesting to know.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Uh-huh.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Shut the hell up!
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh, like we did last time.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes.
You know why you're here.
Uh-huh. I'm getting you out of here. Alright.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Uh-huh.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Alright, don't...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, you said that last time, too. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Well, we already know that you're willing to do that.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we
Yeah.
were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yep.
You hear someone else here.
We already know this. The narrator did it. Alright, return to the bottom of the
Make your way
stairs.
back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Alright. Save the princess, but this is a bit of a different version of her already, I can tell.
Against your better judgment,
Oh, here we go!
you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
We're doing this again.
You cut into her flesh.
Yep.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oh,
She
God.
didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
She wasn't really last time, but this time she's even more emotionless.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, approach the door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Oh boy. Here we go.
As the
We're doing this
princess
again.
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Oh god. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
Oh
but
boy.
the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
Oh god.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Oh god. Da-da-da-da-da. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Nope.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah.
I'll make this quick.
Oh, you're doing it again.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
I think we will be seeing each other in another life. I'm pretty sure of it.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Yeah.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Oh boy.
This is the end, isn't it?
Not really.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Well, we're getting another variant of the princess. We'll see what we get next. Chapter 2, The Prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yep. We're just gonna proceed to the cabin. We've already talked to this guy.
A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We're gonna see.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Okay.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
Weird.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright, let's go. What's the cabin look like this time?
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Uh-huh.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Yep.
The blade is your implement.
Yep, we
You'll need it
know.
if you
I'm
want to do
thinking I'll
this
take the
right.
blade this time too, since I don't know what she's gonna be quite like. But first, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't
Nope,
much
there's
to
a
see
mirror.
here.
The mirror's here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Yep.
Or at least
Just wipe off the grime.
you reach forward and rub
And
your hand against the
yeah, we
cabinet.
did the mirror thing
I hope you know
again.
how
Third
ridiculous
time
you
is the
are
charm.
now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
There was.
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Oh, it will be. Alright, take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Uh-huh.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Alright, let's go down there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A
Okay.
few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You always say that.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what
Okay.
visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first?
Technically not.
You walk down
Oh,
the stairs
God.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
She is... They over-chained her this time.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That is interesting.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah. Alright, I'll sit where I was told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Okay, I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
Oh.
But yeah, I remember.
Oh.
So you've already been here.
Yep.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Shut up.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
I don't know.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency?
A contingency for what?
Mm-hmm.
For you failing,
Ow.
obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
One of the few times he's actually been kind of nice.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
This is the third time we've done this. Shut up.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
What are you?
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Humanizing a narrator a little bit. Okay.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I feel like we're piecing together more about the narrator's motives.
I won't.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Oh, yeah. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Huh.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
Odd.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Nah, I think that is a genuine possibility. That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know. but you could always try it on.
Bruh.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah, there is that.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Oh, God.
Unless she really could survive.
Well, we know she can survive exploding and turning into a bunch of swords.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to cut you out? And if you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Oh.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't
Oh
bluffing,
my God.
whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
There's
So,
that.
what should we do?
I don't know. Just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons.
Oh, God.
If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world.
Oh, God.
And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
Yeah.
There are none.
Shut up.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Yeah.
Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
There's a possibility of that. Oh, I feel like we can make a specific choice now. Either we can inspect the shackle, or I give her the knife, or I could just leave. Well, if we... I'm thinking I'll inspect the shackle. I think I'll check it
I
out.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
We're gonna try.
Why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Huh.
What if he's telling the truth?
That possibility, actually.
He isn't.
Oh, God.
I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall.
Just...
The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
I'm curious myself.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Oh, God.
Yes, it's bad.
What now?
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Okay.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Oh, God.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Oh, no.
Excuse me?
Oh, God.
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
I think so.
Yes.
Wow.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Yeah, I suppose we are. Just here forever, I suppose.
What are we supposed to do now?
I don't know.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Well, she hasn't starved.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Really?
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
So we're both stuck here?
Yep.
Yay! Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
Nope, she's not one for small talk. Okay.
That's rude.
Wait in silence.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
Wow.
This is so boring.
Yeah.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't.
Oh.
Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
Wow.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
True.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Really?
How exactly does that work?
Yeah.
It just does.
Explain yourself.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
Wow.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
Yep.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
True.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Oh. Have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Oh.
Still rude.
Yeah. Continue to wait in silence.
You continue
Oh
to
my
wait
God.
in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah.
She hasn't starved.
True.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh my God.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both.
My God.
Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass,
And she doesn't care at all.
until suddenly
Oh.
there are no walls. And then,
Just collapsed.
and
I think he's gone.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, oh, just what I said.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah, I suppose.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh. You're about to be collected, I think. Yup. There she goes. But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's
Nope.
that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Uh-huh. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Oh God. You've withered. What the hell? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Here we go. Hello again.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Interesting. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me. Even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart.
A patient heart.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Yep, she's back with the hole, like the others. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Interesting.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Perhaps. Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me.
Cryptic, but okay.
I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Okay. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And everything goes dark, and you die. Alright! There we go!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yep, we're doing this again, guys. Well, guys, we found a third variant of the princess and brought her to the collective of arms. And I am certainly intrigued to see where this is all going and what other versions of the princess we can encounter. But anyways, guys, yeah, that one was definitely a bit different. Just kind of, yeah, lonely pretty much. Just stuck in the basement for ages with a princess who doesn't want to talk. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today's episode of Slay the Princess. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode. Please do leave a big fat thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, if this happens to be the first video that you have seen by me, then please do consider subscribing to join Team TJ today for awesome gameplay videos and other amazing content like this. Again, apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Titan826 out. Goodbye, guys!